Hi tech lovers, and welcome to another episode of the Tech Hub. In this episode I am unboxing and reviewing the Minisopuru iExpandMate iMac Dock DS802 Pro. Let's get into it and let's start the episode. Okay, so the kind folks at Minisopuru reached out to me to review a couple of their products. So the first one I really wanted to get on with and get use of was this dock for the iMac. Their timing could not be more perfect. So we have the iMac M1 base model, so it's only got two USB-C ports. I did do a video about it in my Apple budget buy, so I'll put a link below for that in the description. However, I needed more ports, as anybody who only has two USB-C ports too. So in the end, I plugged in a U-Green little laptop adapter, and it wasn't that good. It served its purpose, but ultimately, it really was holding me back. So the fact that they reached out to me and then gave me the option to review this product, I was thrilled. The main reason I really wanted a dock for the iMac, and I was looking into Pro docks. Obviously, you know, I've got the CalDigit TS4. I was looking at other brands as well, but I didn't need a Pro device. I just needed something, and what the iMac's all about for a family, normal, not semi-pro, pro, just a basic user device, and this is it, I assure you. So I didn't need the most amazing ports, but I needed ports. I needed an extra hard drive, but I didn't need an external one plugged in all the time, and essentially that's what really did it. So not only do you get extra ports, but you get that internal hard drive. Up till now I was using the Samsung T7 on it as a time machine and some extra storage, but there's just something about plugging in a portable external hard drive and having it plugged in all the time. It wasn't cool, so I wanted something permanent but external, and this thing was just absolutely perfect. So before I unbox it and give it a test, let's run through the specification of this. So let's dive into a game-changing accessory for your iMac 24-inch, the Minisopuru iExpandMate iMac dock, the DS802-PRO-G. If you're looking to elevate your iMac experience, this dock might just be the perfect addition, so let's explore its features. First off, the DS802 Pro boasts an all-in-one design tailored specifically for iMac models M1 and M3. Its seamless integration ensures a clutter-free and aesthetically pleasing workplace. Connectivity is key, and this dock does not disappoint. It offers one USB-C 3.2 Gen 2 port, one USB-A 3.2 port, two USB-A 2.0 ports, an SD and a micro SD card reader, a dedicated 7.5 watt USB-C charging port for efficient device charging, and a relocated 3.5mm audio port for easy access. Now, its main standout feature for me, which really got me interested, is the built-in M.2 NVMe SSD slot supporting up to 4 terabytes. This allows significant storage expansion without compromising on speed, and I got a 512GB hard drive for it. For these seeking faster internet speeds, the dock includes a 2.5GB Ethernet port, ensuring reliable and swift connectivity for both work and gaming. Additionally, the DS802-PRO-G features a 4K at 60Hz HDMI port, perfect for extending your display to an external monitor with stunning clarity. Crafted with rugged all-metal shell, this dock not only complements the sleek design of the iMac, but it also ensures durability. Its stable base with anti-slip pads keeps your device secure. So to match your iMac's aesthetic, the DS802 Pro comes in a variety of colors to match your iMac. This includes silver, green, blue, orange, pink and yellow. I got the green version, even though the one displayed on here is blue. That's just the packaging. I did get the green one. And all these match the iMac colors perfectly. In summary, the Minisopuru iExpandMate iMac Dock DS802-PRO-G is a versatile and robust accessory that enhances your iMac's functionality while maintaining a clean and organized setup. Whether it's expanding storage, increasing connectivity options, or simply charging your dock devices, this dock has got you covered. Okay, so let me move the camera setup over to the corner, so that'll be exciting for a different view. Where I get it set up, I'll unbox it and I'll set it up on the iMac. Okay, so let's unbox this thing and see what we've got. So I've just got a standard NVMe hard drive to stick in the bottom. And here's the box. Obviously it has got blue on it. My iMac is green, but the green box is ticked. Packaging's very good. I guess with doing any Apple accessories, you really have to abide by the Apple standards of boxing. Here we are. Here's the dock. Very well covered again. Excellent. So it actually uses both USB-Cs, which I did not know. In fact, when I researched it, I was looking at the non-Pro model, and this one has the Ethernet. I'm so happy right now. That means what I have been using for Ethernet, I don't need anymore. So here's your docks at the side. Lovely. Headphone jack. And another USB-C and this anti-slip, which is great. Now, that's what I want to see right there. That's really the only thing I need to set up before plugging it in. Of course, you can use it without a hard drive. You'd be a bit silly. But you may as well use it if it's there. If you're not using it for a hard drive, of course, you can just plug it straight in. Okay, so we've got the instructions, got the screws. Here we go. And there's a nice little, so unscrew it, plug it in, put that pad on and put it down. So let's check out this SSD that I got, an NVMe. And again, I just Amazoned this. I wanted to find a cheap one, I'll be honest with you. I'm just going to use it as a time machine backup, to be honest. So I didn't need anything that fancy. It's going to be lightning quick anyway, because it is a SSD on NVMe. Apparently the hardest thing is to take out the hard drive itself. Here we go. You just line up the ports as you would. Now I know it is compatible with different sizes of screw. However, it looks like, yeah, if you use these screws, I don't know if you can see it. You basically put it in this slot and get it in the right height, considering what size that you have purchased, because it is compatible with different ones. Okay, stick this on. So just peel back the blue, and then that's the hard drive installed. Okay, so now that hard drive's in, let's get it plugged in. It's an exact color match, so this should really blend in nicely. As you can see, there's a nice little groove as well. So it will just sit in there. There we go. That really was the appeal to me. It just doesn't look out of place at all. Obviously, there is a bit of a gap because, you know, it can't fit perfectly. Otherwise, you never get it in or out. So the stuff that I have got plugged in here, I can now transfer across. So let's see. So I've been using this for the Ethernet. So I can take that out. So I was using this U-Green, which did the job, to be fair. But to have the Ethernet and all these cables plugged in is going to be a dream. Now for extra storage and a time machine backup, I did have this Samsung T7, which I shouldn't have to use anymore due to that internal SSD. So very simply, that hole at the back of the stand, this goes through nicely. And plugs in. I'm going to do this as dock SSD. It's AVPS. I'm actually going to partition it into two because I want half as storage and half as a time machine. So that's all plugged in. So the only thing I want to check before I actually test this thing separately is the Ethernet. So the network, there we go. It says it is connected. So let's have a look, shall we? Oh man, that was so good. With this one plugged in the way I had, I was getting 300. Look at that, nigh on my gig. So I'm going to test it out and then I shall review it. Okay, so with my testing of this device, super happy. Ethernet speed, I'm getting my 1 gigahertz, if not 1.2. The hard drive speed is phenomenal as well. I got a very cheap NVMe hard drive. It keeps up with the Samsung T7, if not faster. Not quite as fast as the internal hard drive. However, we're basic users, so it's basically I've split the hard drive into two. Half is for a time machine backup, which it's doing super quickly, and obviously I had to do the first backup the first time did it, and it did it super quick. And the other half I split, so just extra storage because we've only got a 256 gig hard drive, and the file transfer is a great speed. What other ports have I used? I'm probably not going to use a lot of the ports. I'm using one of the USB-A's for my Elgato capture device. But really the main point is that Ethernet as well, because ultimately, but I could not be happy. I didn't realize because they do a version that's not a Pro version that doesn't have the Ethernet. So when I realized it was the Pro version, I was made up because Ethernet, I've got this room is set up to be hardwired. Yes, you get good Wi-Fi speeds, but to plug it in hard wired is the best. Okay, so let me summarize. I'm sure you can tell how happy I am that they not only reached out to me, gave me this to review. I get to keep it. It's just exactly what I wanted. The recommended retail price on their website is £119. However, they seem to always have discounts for new customers. And at the time of recording this, it was on sale for £103. It doesn't look out of place. In fact, once you set it up, you wouldn't know there was a dock. Now, this is the problem with other docks. They're either at the side, they look out of place, there's nothing that's going to match the color. But the fact that they've taken the trouble to match the color perfectly, it looks fantastic. The hard drive capacity is great, and to have that option. Now, with the Ethernet, remember, when you buy the base model, when you buy an iMac, it costs an extra £30 to add the Ethernet port to that, and that's direct from Apple. So £30 of what you're already paying for this is a great deal. Not only do you get the Ethernet, you get the expansion slot. Now you do have to buy the hard drive to plug into it, but look on Amazon, you know what I mean? They don't cost a fortune. But for all the ports you're getting, and for the look of it, and it does raise it slightly as well. It's not a lot, but it is slightly. This is well worth the recommended retail price, let alone any discounts you can get on it. Thanks for joining me today. If you found this review helpful, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more tech insights. There's links below for their website as well as the product website as well. Be sure to check me out on Instagram and Threads at TechHubWorldUK, and please check out my website at www.techhubworlduk.co.uk, and I'll see you on the next episode.